Hello, everyone. Welcome. It's Rachel at Journey Back Quilts. And today I am coming to you live earlier than normal because I had an appointment that came up that I couldn't reschedule. So here I am. Welcome. Come on in. As you're coming in, please comment, leave me your name, maybe where you're watching from, maybe what you're working on, where you are in your quilting journey, something. I would love to hear more about you and start this conversation so I'm not just talking to my screen by myself. So today is a Q&A for the Pumpkin Square Table Topper class. This is such a fun class. You can see how adorable the quilt is. And we're starting it just in time so that we can finish it by the time we want to display it in September, October, November time. So this is a really good beginner-friendly quilt. And I'm going to teach you all the things from the very beginner basics of how to learn your sewing machine, how to work the tools, how to cut out your fabric, all the way to finishing your quilt. So I'm going to run through all of that here today and show you exactly what you're going to get, what you're going to learn, and answer all the questions. If you have more questions, please leave those in the comment box and I will make sure to touch on those as well today so that we can get those answered. If you're watching the replay, just comment #replay. I'd love to know when you're watching and where you're watching from. And if you have any questions, I'll be coming back on here to answer those in the chat later on today. So the class ends, the registration ends tonight at midnight. So I'm going to grab the link for you so you can go learn more and sign up today. All right, here is the link in the chat box. It should be in the description box as well, but that way you can definitely find it. And let's get started. So the first question that comes up is, who is this class for? Well, this class is perfect for beginners to intermediate quilters who want to start and finish a quilt that they can be proud of. It's for those who have the desire to learn by themselves. It's a DIY class that you can work at your own time and your own pace. It's for those who will implement on their own and may need a little bit of accountability. It's also for those who have a very busy schedule or can't get to it right now, but want to have it in their queue for later. So because this is a DIY class and because you get lifetime access to it, I'm going to send you the kit with all the things that you're going to need to make this. And then whenever you're ready, maybe you'll be ready once the kids start back to school. I know that is a big one for me. We've got about 5 more weeks is all of summer left before school starts, and I'm happy and sad about that. I'm sure you know what I mean. Happy because I'll get back to my quilt space a little bit better, but sad because I love this time with them and love spending time playing with them and just going to the lake and having fun and all the things. So if that's you too, then you can purchase this kit now. This is the only time this year this class is going to be open. And we have several more classes coming up that are already on our schedule. So this is the only time you can get this one. And so I want to make sure that you get on this classes if you want to. Okay, what's the time commitment? Because this is a DIY class, you can work at it as fast or as slow as you want to. It took me about 8 hours or so to cut out all of my fabric and sew the quilt top together. And this didn't include all the quilting time. So in all, it was probably around 20 hours for me. So it might be around 20 to 40 hours for you, depending on how fast or slow you want to go. But that's the beauty about this too, is you can go rewatch the videos as often as you need to or want to. They're quick, short, 20-minute at the most videos so that you can digest them quickly and be able to get to quilting. You can also quilt along with the videos. However, I do shorten some of the steps so that the video isn't like an hour long. So you might have to push pause in between steps as you're watching the video if you're going to sew along with me, but it's totally doable. Next question is, what is the financial commitment? So besides the cost of the class and the fabric for this quilt, which is $197, you get everything you need. You get the quilt top fabric, the binding fabric, and the pattern in the cute kit box. And I'm going to show you that in just a second over at my cutting table. Then you also get 1.5 yards of backing fabric, the batting and some fun little Notion tool things to help you put this together and help you keep organized and stuff. So in addition to that, you're of course going to need your sewing machine, an iron, ironing board, thread, your self-healing mat with a rotary cutter and rulers, seam ripper, all those kinds of things. So that's really it. Other than purchasing the class, you probably already have all of those in your stash. And if not, we have links to them in our shop or our Amazon store so that you can purchase them there as well. So, okay, next question. When does this class start? Whenever you want. That's the cool thing. Because this is a DIY class, you can watch it at your own time, your own pace, whenever you want. If you want to quilt at midnight, go for it. If you want to quilt first thing in the morning or the afternoon or the weekends or during the week, you can do it whenever you want to. You do not have to schedule this class around your life. You can just fit it in where you can. Next question is, how long do I have access for? Well, I already mentioned you have lifetime access to this class. So even after you're done making this quilt, if you want to make it again, you'll have the pattern and you'll just need more fabric to make another one. Or you could use the lessons to make different blocks and make up your own quilt design. That would be so fun. Next question is, how is this delivered? How am I getting this class? Is it like a Zoom class? Is it videos, DVDs, old school style, No, 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 no. This is an online class with the pre-recorded lessons for each step. So I will email you a login information, and then you can just log into either journeybackquilts.com on a browser, or you can download our app, which is from the platform we use. It's called Kajabi, and you'll just download that, log in with your login info, and you'll have all the class information right there with all the video lessons and everything. So this is not a Zoom class. You do not have to schedule it around your schedule. It's not an in-person class, unfortunately. I know we love those, but sometimes life is busy and we still want to be able to quilt and learn new things. So this is a great time to do that. It's not a YouTube class. This information is not on YouTube. And then the kit is going to be mailed to the address that you provide when you register. Okay, so I mentioned that the cost is $197. So you're going to get the quilt top kit with all the let me just show you. Cute little box here. You're going to get this kit with all of the top fabric and the binding fabric in this kit, as well as your pattern. And then I have an additional kit that goes with this to give you your backing, your batting, the tools, all those kinds of things. Not tools, but little notions that are really fun. And then you're going to get the lessons that cover every single step. I'm going to walk you through a classroom tour here real quick so you can see exactly how it works and how easy it is to do. You're going to get bonus lessons on how to finish your quilt with your domestic sewing machine. So I'm going to show you exactly how to baste your quilt with your backing, your batting, and your quilt top once you're finished piecing that together, and then how to quilt it on your domestic sewing machine so that you can start the quilt and finish the quilt all by yourself. There's also a bonus lesson on how to trim up your quilt and put the binding on as well so that you did everything all by yourself. If you don't want to quilt it on your own, I know some people just don't like to do quilting on their domestic sewing machine. We do offer a discount on long arming services for this quilt if you want help doing it. All righty, next question. What are the benefits of an online work at your own pace class? One, you won't have to schedule this around your life. You can just, you don't have to schedule your life around it. You can schedule it around your life. You can work at it at your own pace, whether you're slower than the rest of class usually, or you're faster than them. You don't have to wait for them to get caught up for you to move on. You can quilt at your own time. Like I said, morning, afternoon, midnight, whenever you want. You get lifetime access to the lessons, so you can make more than just this one quilt. You're going to save money on gas, so by quilting at home, as well as the perks of not having to haul all of your machine and the tools and everything else across town to your quilt shop. You can enjoy some peace and quiet me time. This is my favorite. You can just sit and relax and sew to your heart's content, right? Feeling creative and productive at the same time. I love that. You're going to impress your friends for sure with all the quilts that you're going to make from this class. You're going to learn all these basic skills that you'll be able to transfer to other patterns and have the confidence to be able to make those patterns on your own. Plus, you're going to be making heirloom quality gifts for your family and friends. I know that you're going to get addicted to quilting just like I am. And pretty soon you'll have so many quilts coming out your ears that you'll just be giving them to everyone who is quilt worthy, right? All right, let me share my screen and I'll show you exactly how to log in and all the things. All right, so here is just the homepage to journeybackquilts.com. And once you have purchased it, so you can go to this website or click the link in the description box or in the comment box, it's all there. And then you can either click this top bar here and it'll go to that page for you to sign up. So you do have to go to this page to sign up first. And if you scroll all the way down here, it'll show you where to register. Just click this button here and it will let you register. Also, our members get this class at just the price of the kit. So if you are a society member, make sure that you sign up to get your kit and then you'll get the lessons for free. All right, so when you are registered, you'll get an email with login information showing you what your username and password is. If you aren't seeing that, make sure you check your junk or spam folder and make sure it's not in there, and tell your email address that you want to hear from us by adding us to your contacts or replying to one of our emails, and that will tell your email provider that you do want to hear from us. Okay, so once you've logged in or you've gotten that email, you're going to go to log in and you're going to put in your email and your password. If for some reason you can't find that email or something happened, this has happened to a student a time or two, just click this forgot password and it will resend you an email. If you can't, if it's still not working, just contact me and I'll get you fixed up. I'm here for you. Okay, so here is the library. So any of the courses that you purchase from us are going to sit in this library. So I'm going to scroll down to the bottom here. And here's the pumpkin square tabletop class. So you click on that and here's the classroom. So you'll watch the welcome video. It shows you how many lessons are in there. So 26 video lessons. A little bit about me. Here you can click our Facebook page so you can show off any of your projects or if you have questions or anything like that as you go along. If you need any supplies, you can click the online store and be able to shop there. All right, let me scroll back up to the top. And here are the lessons. So Quilting 101 is for those beginner quilters. It's going to teach you how to set up your sewing machine, how to clean your machine, how to change your needle, your foot, how to change your machine's tension if it's having troubles, how to attach the diagonal seam tape, which is one of the bonus gifts that I give you, how to square your fabric before cutting, that's very important, and how to use a quilting ruler and how to use a seam ripper because we all make mistakes, even I do, and I use my handy dandy little seam ripper almost every day because it's just handy. And I'm going to show you how to use it quickly and easily so that you don't have to sit there and pick every single little stitch out. You can just unzip it real quick and get back to sewing. Okay, let's go back to modules. So then you'll go to get started. Another cool thing is when you're at a lesson here, you're going to watch it. And then once it's finished, it will either say, it will say for you complete, or you can just mark it as complete like I'm going to do here. And it'll say, great job, keep going, watch the next lesson. If there's any downloads, sometimes there's some PDF downloads. I don't think this course has any PDF downloads. Some of my other ones do. They do sit right here under the lesson if there's something to help you in that as well. Sometimes there's a little description box here. You can leave me a comment. Love your suggestions and your comments. And then you'll go to the next lesson and watch that one and keep moving through the course. And as you finish, you'll see it gives a check mark. So you'll see exactly where you are and what you've watched and what you haven't watched so that you won't lose your place. You won't have to rewatch anything. I love that part because I want to be efficient. I want to make the quilt as quickly as possible without having to find my place again. It's kind of like bookmarking your book so that you don't lose your place, right? So I'll give you just a little preview of some of the. I'm not sure if you can hear it or not. Oh, it's not even showing you. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry, guys. I don't know why it didn't change with the view. Let me change that real quick and I'll redo that part real quick. I'm so sorry. It just stayed on my homepage. It didn't move. Okay, backing up here. You're going to go to log in, which right now it shows an avatar picture, which you can put your own avatar picture in there. You're going to click My Library and it will tell you to sign in, which I already did. And then this is where all of the videos are going to sit, all the lessons. So this is the Pumpkin Squared class that we're launching right now. And just like I said, there's 26 lessons here. You can watch the welcome video. There's a link to the show and tell page and our shop online if you need anything. Scrolling back up, here is the Quilting 101 lessons that I mentioned that you didn't see. All the fun things. And so, like I said, when you click on a video, you can mark it as complete, or once you're finished watching it and it ends, it will mark it as complete for you. And then it will check mark the lesson when you go to the next lesson. So here you can see a check mark. So you can see exactly where you were, what videos you haven't watched yet, and you can keep making progress with your quilting journey here. So let me go back to modules. After doing the Quilting 101, if you are a seasoned quilter, you may not need that section, but it's always fun to get a refresher and just see if there's any other tips or tricks that you haven't learned yet. And then you'll go to Getting Started, where we open the kit and start cutting out the fabric. So just to give you a little sneak preview. Okay, let's go over to the cutting board and open this kit and see what's inside. Okay, let's open this beautiful box. Oh, it's so adorable. So we've got our instructions in here. Pretty fun, right? So you're going to have me there to help walk you through step by step everything you're going to need to know. Going back to the modules, you can see they're separated. So we've got the getting started, then the piecing the blocks, finishing your quilt top, and then your bonus lessons where you learn how to do the quilting on your domestic sewing machine, which is just a normal sewing machine, not a long arm machine, and how to finish your quilt with binding and everything like that. So fun. I feel like there was something else I was going to tell you. Let me see if I can find it again. Oh, yes, guarantee. There it is. So if after 14 days, within the first 14 days, you're like, this is just not for me, I don't care for this kind of a class, then we will refund you the class price of $97 and you can keep the kit and make it by yourself. So just let us know before 14 days that this isn't for you and we'll give you your money back. No question asked. No questions asked. All right. Cool. Well, thanks so much for joining me today. Today is the last day to register for this class. You have until midnight Mountain Standard Time. And then this class is going to go back in the archives until next year. So make sure that you get in now and you can make it whenever you have time. All right, leave me a comment or questions if you have any, or direct message me or email me. I would love to hear from you and help you get set up for this class. All right, we'll talk to you later.